The film begins in December 2003 at a meeting of Afghanistan's newly elected Constitutional Assembly, the Joya. A then unknown 24-year-old woman steps to the microphone to deliver a speech that'll make international headlines and draw threats on her life.
What are you saying?
We kids can't get a word in. I would like to say a few words, Mr. Chairman.
Wait a minute. Stay in your seats. One sister says that she has traveled far. She insists that we haven't given the kids enough speaking time. You have 3 minutes, please.
My name is Malalai Joya from the Farah province. With the permission of all those present, and in respect of the martyrs who were killed, I would like to speak. I wish to criticize my compatriots in this room. Why would you allow criminals to be present at this Joya jirga? Warlords responsible for our country's situation. Afghanistan is the center for national and international conflicts. They oppress women and have ruined our country. They should be prosecuted. They might be forgiven by the Afghan people, but not by history.
Sit down. Sit down. The sister has crossed the line. What is considered common courtesy? She is banished from this assembly and cannot return. Send her out, guards. Throw her out. She doesn't deserve to be here.
It's very good to have you with us. The BBC called you the bravest woman of Afghanistan. That was 2003. What caused you to speak out then?
First of all, thanks a lot that on behalf of Safar men and women of Afghanistan, you want to have interview with me who do not have liberation at all right now. And the reason that I stand up against these fundamentalist warlords and I expose their mask because unfortunately they were in power and they control Joya, and they are those people that after 9/11 they mentally they are same like Taliban, but physically they change by mask of democracy and support of US and its allies. They come in power. They were those criminals that from 92 to 96, when they were in power, they killed only in the capital of Afghanistan 65,000 innocent people just because of power, and they did civil war. And also they raped even a 70-year-old grandmother and also a 7-year-old baby, and many more violences against women. And also there are those criminals that they destroyed completely our country, and they were puppet of foreign countries, and they fight it against each other just because of power. Even they destroyed our national unity. Brother in creed of Taliban, they are in power, means these North Alliance killers who they were in Joya like Sayaf, Rabbani, Muhaqqiq, Fahim, Dostum, Khalili, also Piram Qal, Haji Almas, Ismail Khan, Gulab Zoi, Ulumi, and this list should be prolonged that right now most of them they are enjoying in the parliament of Afghanistan.
You are not afraid to name names?
I'm telling the truth, so why afraid? And right now that they have mask of democracy, they learn how to talk about democracy, women's rights, human rights, and just they deceive people around the world, but they do not believe in. And our history know about them, our people know about them, and even they are world-known killers in the world. Even Human Rights Watch published the name of these criminals recently, that they must face to the national and international courts. But unfortunately, right now they control Afghanistan. Some of them are MP, minister, governor, commanders, chief district, ambassador, and they control Afghanistan. Our people like hostage in the hands of them.
You were thrown out of the Joya jirga in 2003. You were re-elected to the Afghanistan parliament. You got the second highest number of votes in your province in Farah. Now you've been thrown out again. Why?
This action of the parliament for 1,000 times more showed that this is showed to the world that this is non-democratic parliament, warlordism, draglordism parliament, because I said more than 70% members of the parliament are draglords, warlords, criminals that they
said more than 70% of the parliament is drug lords, warlords, criminals.
Yeah, even I compared with some nice animals. I said that they are even more worse than animal stables. They are like zoo. Some of them like dangerous criminals in the animals in the zoo. But
you called the parliament a zoo.
Yeah, I said most of member, not some Democrat member. We have that there are few men and women that they are real representative, because most of these fundamentalist warlords, they did cheating, they used guns, they were in power, and they had foreign supports. When entire nation is living under the shadow of gun and warlordism, how we will have democratic election? And even inside of parliament, there is completely non-democratic parliament. For example, this act that recently they did, this is completely an illegal act, first of all, and it's completely against freedom of speech, and also because I'm a woman, and also even
this act of throwing you out.
Yeah, of course, because I'm an elected member, and also they can't, under the name of suspension, they kicked me out from the parliament since the end of the parliament. I can't go, for example, right now. But you are looking, most of people of Afghanistan, they are doing demonstration, for example, around Afghanistan in Kabul, in Jalalabad, Baghlan, Takhar, and many more support.
What is the role of the United States in Afghanistan?
Unfortunately, under the nose of U.S. and eyes of troops right now, you are looking, the most problem that people of Afghanistan, they have is security, more important than food and water. And also, for example, they are doing bomb suicide in a place that we are killing Taliban. Most of innocent people has been killing. Even right now, one member of the parliament is Talib. Another spokesman of Taliban right now enjoying in the Yale University, who his name was Rahmatullah Ashimi. He was a spokesman of Taliban when they destroyed our borders status. Right now, more than 90% people are poor, and more than 40% are jobless. And also, under the nose of U.S. and eyes of troops, Afghanistan is one of the biggest producers of the opium right now. And many more violences against women. And under the nose of U.S. and eyes of troops, 5-year-old baby few months before has been kidnapped and raped. Same like these criminal jihadis who always doing crimes under the name of Islam and jihad. And right now, with the mask of democracy, they are in power. They did in the past from 92 to 96. In this situation nowadays, they are talking about women rights, democracy. 11-year-old Sanobar, she has been kidnapped by these local warlords, Northern Alliance and Kunduz province, then raped, then exchanged with a dog. And also in this situation, they are talking about women rights. 2 activist women recently, they has been killed in their houses. They were journalists, Shakiba Ahmad and also Zakia Zaki. And most of people, they have education problem, health problem, that how much education is important. Billions of dollars the government of Afghanistan, that corrupt warlordism, draglordism received, but most of money is going in the pockets of these warlords. And most examples like that.
Malalai Joya, you are returning now to Afghanistan. You have been threatened with death time and time again. What gives you the courage to go back?
Yeah, I want to go back in Afghanistan. I want to struggle inside Afghanistan and outside. The support of the innocent people of Afghanistan who do not have power, who do not have money, who are very suffer people. This gives me courage, determination, and I understand how much I'm right day by day. And also the support of freedom-loving Democrat people and human rights organizations gives me hopes, courage. And also, in another hand, inside of parliament, they threatened me to rape.
They threatened to rape you.
To rape, and even they are saying prostitute, they can rape her on 7th of May. Physically, they beat me by throwing bottles of water. And this
they threw bottles of water at you in the parliament?
On 7th of May, you can see in my website. And also, this parliament completely was like torture for me, but I was there just to use from the tribune of the parliament to tear their mask, because many times they stand up against constitution inside of parliament, especially they are anti-women. 3 times they beat the journalists inside of the parliament. And recently, media is telling that 5 members of parliament, they are thieves, that before they were minister. And right now, one is Kanuni, who is head of the parliament, and he stole $25 million when he was Minister of Education.
MalalaiJoya.com. That's MalalaiJoya.com.